Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we're going to create a new physics asset to the zombie, because for now, when we shoot the zombie, you can see the hands and some parts of the zombie are not like looking very realistic, as you can see. So we will actually make it look a lot better, and we will make the joints and stuff like that to rotate like in a real human body. So I will show you one more time. Here you can see these guys are like spaghetti. So yeah, let's fix that. First we want to go to the enemy folder and to the zombie 1. And here we want to select our skeletal mesh. We want to right click and go to the create physics asset, create and assign. Okay. Yeah, we can leave all the default settings. Create asset. Let's actually move this next to the first person map, and let's go to the first person map. Let's rename this zombie 1 physics. Let's rename this to zombie 1 physics, and let's call it like new or something that we can actually delete the old one. So let's delete the old one. What? So actually, let's see. Physics new. Yeah, let's delete the old one. Zombie 1. Okay, if you get this screen, you want to click here and you want to search for the new, and you will have this zombie 1 physics new. Sorry about that. Yeah, and replace references like that. Okay. Save selected. Now it closes your window. Let's actually open it again. So zombie 1 physics new. Okay, so here, if you have never worked on this before, this might look pretty weird. You can see all kind of capsules here, but I will explain you and show you how all the things work. First, I will actually change this camera speed to 2 because the 4 is super quick and we want to move a little bit sometimes. So yeah. So first thing, I actually think we all we have these capsules here for the feet and to the leg and to the leg up leg. I cannot speak. So I think all these are correct. So we don't have to change anything on these capsules yet. But here, this one, yeah, this is the hips. It's also okay. So this one is spine 1. Okay, we want to actually delete that. Okay. Now here, this top one, which is called spine 2, we want to delete that also. So now your thing, zombie, should look something like this. Now also we want to delete this from here, and also this one. So now we only have this from all these legs and the hips and the hands, nothing else. Okay, and that's because the Unreal Engine automatically creates adds the capsules to wrong bones sometimes, and with this mesh it does it. So what we want to do, we want to click from here and we want to click show all bones. Okay, and as you saw, the big capsule here was set to spine 2, which is the bone here. So it was not the head bone. So it would be all like messed up if we used like that, and the guy would zombie would be like doing spaghetti stuff. So now what we want to do, we have this. I tried this before before telling you guys and showing you guys, so we can get the best results. So this is the hip. We actually want to select this and press E. R. I don't remember the controls. I haven't worked on Unreal that much lately. So R key, so we can scale it, and we want to scale it a little bit smaller, like this, so it looks more like a ball or like a sphere. Okay. After that, what we want to do, we want to click on the spine. So spine, not spine 1, not spine 2, only the spine. And we want to right click and we want to add shape, and we want to add a capsule. Okay, now we want to select the spine capsule, and we want to press the W so we can move it. Let's move it more up to like here, I think. Let's check. Okay, now we want to actually scale it a little bit because it's too big to this direction. So let's scale it smaller. So it fits basically to the middle part of the zombie. Okay, let's actually move it a little bit to there. Okay, I think it's pretty nice. We can actually make it a little bit bigger. Not a lot, but like that. Okay, so the next thing, what we want to do here is we want to select our spine 1 bone. And we want to right click, want to add shape, and we want to add a capsule again. Okay, now we want to select the spine 1 capsule. If you cannot, if they're overlapping like this, you want to select it from here. Spine 1. Now press W, and you want to move it up. And now we want to scale it to this direction also, so scale it to smaller like that. And we want to scale it. Oh, actually, we cannot do it like that. We have to rotate it. So press E and rotate it 90 degrees or something like that. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly. Okay, now press R again and scale it so it fits basically to the, it overlaps the shoulders and stuff like that. Okay, and now let's scale it a little bit on this direction, and let's press the W and move it downwards. So it's like this. So it's basically overlapping the neck and a little bit on the shoulders like that. Okay. The next thing, what we want to do here is we want to select the bone called neck. Where we can find it? Here, neck. And to the neck, we want to right click and add a shape and add a capsule again. Okay. And here, what we want to do, we want to come to the side view and we want to press E and we want to rotate it so it is basically rotated like the head. Okay. Now we want to move it a little bit upwards, forward, and we want to scale it smaller like that. So it's basically looking like the head. And you can of course make it a little bit bigger so the headshots are easier to hit, because this is basically the part that the line trace hits and checks if we hit to a certain part of the body. Okay, I think that's pretty okay. Something like that. Okay, I actually think I want to make it a little bit smaller. So it's, yeah, something like that. I think that looks pretty nice. Okay, now the next thing what we want to do here is, actually, let's do one thing here first. Let's select this. You can see this weird green, blue, red thing here next to the left hand, this hand, which is the left hand. You want to select this thing and press delete. You want to delete it. And here on the other hand also you want to delete, because they were attached to the hip bone, so it's not correct. Okay. Next, what we want to do is we want to add a capsule for the right arm, which is from our perspective the left arm, so this one. So let's select the right arm. Let's add a shape. Let's add a capsule. Now let's rotate it so it's like the hand or the arm part. Let's scale it to smaller, like this. Let's move it to here, I think. We can actually make it a little bit smaller, like that. Let's rotate it a little bit. Okay, let's move it upwards, so it's like that. Let's check from the side view. Okay, it's actually pretty good. You want to make it look like the hand, basically. Okay, now we want to select the right forearm here. You want to right click and add a shape, capsule, like that. Now you want to select the capsule, rotate it, and then do the same thing as before. Okay. Now let's move it there, a little bit down, like that maybe. Actually, I want to rotate this a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't matter that much. But better you do it, the better the results will be. But some little misalignment doesn't matter actually. Okay, but make it look as good as you want, something like that. And now this hand part, this is like super big. We don't want it to be that big. So let's actually, why it's rotated like that? Let's rotate it correctly first, like this. Let's scale it like that. Let's also scale a little bit on this other direction, like that, like that. Yeah. Okay. Now that it's done, we can do the same thing to the left arm, or the right arm from our perspective, but it's actually the left arm. So let's search for a left arm. Okay. And here we want to add a shape capsule, of course. Let's do the same thing to there. Actually, what we can do now, we can select this from here, this capsule. We can right click it and we can copy properties. And to here, we can paste properties. So it will match the shape of the other arm. Okay, now we have this left arm here. So next left forearm, and we can actually click this also, the right forearm. We'll right click, copy properties, and now the left forearm, and we can paste the properties. Sorry, we have to add the shape first. So let's add a capsule. And now this capsule selected. Where is it? Left forearm. So this is the capsule. Right clicking on it, and you want to right click on not on the bone but on the capsule. And you want to see it blue here on the screen, so it's selected. Now you want to right click and paste properties. Okay, and it's actually looking pretty good. Let's do the same thing to the hand. Right hand, let's right click, copy properties, let's select the left hand, and paste properties. As you can see, all the bones are looking pretty nice. So the next thing, what we want to do here, we want to add some joints. So we basically already have these joints here. These rotations and limits are not correct, but we already have them. Let's add the other joints to the other part of the body. So first let's select the hips, and we should have here a constraint to the left up leg and to the right up leg, so to these parts. Okay. Yeah. And what we want to do now is we actually want to right click on these hips, and we want to constrain, and we want to select the spine from here. Okay, now we have new constraint here. It's hard to say. Okay, we don't have to do anything else with this yet. Now we want to select the spine, so the spine here, and we want to right click and add a constraint to the spine 1. Okay, and we can move this a little bit up, like to here. So it's basically in the middle part of these two bodies, or how these are called, like sorry, I have a really bad memory, so this is like the I was just talking about this like for 10 minutes at least. Yeah, let's continue. The next thing, let's select spine 1, and we want to add a constraint to the neck. Okay, and let's move it a little bit more up. Okay, so we basically want to have one of these in between every part, like in between this and this we have this here, this. Between this and this we have this, and between this and the head we have this. Now we need to here, and to here, and to here, and to the other hand also. So to the, let's select the spine 1 again, and let's right click, add a constraint to left arm. So it will be there. Now let's select this one more time. Let's right click on it. Let's add a constraint to the right arm. Okay. And now let's select, for example, the right arm. Right click on it. Constraint. Right forearm. Okay. Now let's select the right forearm. And let's add a constraint to the right hand. So yeah, as you can see, they're all basically at the right position already, or at least almost. Now let's select the left arm and right click on it, add a constraint to the left forearm. Let's select the left forearm and let's add a constraint to left hand. Sorry, no, that was right. Shit. If you do this kind of error here, if you have, now you want to set the bone where you did the error, and this is going to the left arm and to the right hand. So we want to delete this constraint between the incorrect ones. So this and delete. Okay, now let's select this again, and we don't have it anymore here. Okay, so I should have told you this before, because you guys might have done some mistakes like I just did, and you might be wondering how to fix it, but hope you got to this far and you got it fixed. But yeah, okay, the next thing here on the left forearm, let's right click in, constraints, left hand. Okay, now we have all these physics bodies and constraints done here. One more thing that we actually want to do here is we want to scale these leg hitboxes a little bit. So let's select the left up leg first, and let's rotate it a little bit. Let's scale it a little bit like that, a little bit like there, maybe even more. Okay. Now let's right click on it from here, left up leg, copy properties, let's select this one, right up leg, and let's paste properties like that, and let's rotate it a little bit so it's like that. Okay. The next thing, let's do with the left leg. Let's scale it a little bit, and also to this direction. Let's make this overlap a little bit. Actually, a little bit more. Okay. And let's right click on the left leg, copy properties, and let's select the right leg and paste properties. Okay. Now these feet parts, these are actually pretty okay. What I'm saying, pretty okay. Let's rotate them a little bit like that. And I think that's actually pretty much it. Let's right click on the left foot again and pass it to the right foot also, so they are exactly the same. Paste. So now you should have this all looking pretty much the size of the zombie. And if you want to make some hitboxes bigger, you can adjust the sizes, like the head and whatever you want. Yeah. For now, the physics asset is not complete yet. I can actually show you. Let's first save all, because this was, I think, a lot of work. Not a lot, but you don't want to lose all your work if the Unreal crashes. So yeah. Now let's press simulate and let's see that it's not working yet correctly. Yeah, you can see the guy is still not looking very good. But yeah, we will actually fix it on the next episode. Otherwise, this episode will be so long. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day and see you on the next one. Bye.